Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. It's 2025. It's a new year. Just like last year. What are you doing? More golf, more golf, more golf.
There you go.
What'd you do last year? Play golf. What are you doing this year? Playing golf. Good morning to you. Shout out to the replay crew, anyone watching on replay. This is McGolfin in the morning. I'm your co-host, Phil McGuffin, in the broadcast booth. And as usual, we have Lex McGuffin out on the golf course. He's just about ready to take the tee on the back nine. We play 9 holes in the morning off the back nine down here in beautiful South Florida. Should be a very nice day for golf. It's a little chilly out there, but shouldn't be too cloudy, and the wind doesn't seem too crazy today. So we're going to chill for about an hour and 10 minutes or so. Usually there's no one in front of them, so we get some pretty speedy play. So we'll play a little golf and take a look at the whatever daily golf news that we got. So that you can stay informed about the world of golf. Isn't that nice? I know I love it. Don't you love it? All right, my golfers. All right, geezers. Let's get this shiz started. All right. Morning, Lex.
Good morning.
Looks beautiful out
how's
there.
Everybody? Yeah, it is beautiful out here. It's a nice day.
Everybody's good, because what the hell are we doing live streaming at 8 o'clock on New Year's Day? There's no one awake.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No,
what the hell is wrong with us?
I'm going to hit a 7-iron.
All right.
Choke down. All right, breakfast ball.
All right, it's a great start to the new year right there. We got some maintenance guy doing something crazy in the background.
No, it's a garbage truck.
Mm-hmm. That's a loud garbage truck.
All right. Breakfast balls allowed.
Yep, and that's your one mulligan for the year. You're using it literally right now.
It's off to the right, pretty far. All right, that was pretty poor.
Heck of a start to the new year. Heck of a start.
I think I'll play forward tees maybe today.
Oh, okay.
I can't say I'm in peak physical condition this morning.
Yeah, it can kind of sound like it. Did you, you must have had some fun last night, huh?
Yeah, we were at a friend's house till 1 a.m.
Woo, all right. I should have changed the title of the stream to New Year's Day Hungover Golf.
That is what it would be called.
Hey, Keith, what's up? Good to see you. Happy New Year to you.
See, Keith is here.
Keith's here. All right.
See, there's those of us who golf, we don't care that yesterday was New Year's and we went out. It's still a beautiful golfing day.
Yep, absolutely.
A beautiful McGolfin day. Oh, damn it, I just lose you.
Oop. It's like telephone call went away there.
I turned the earbuds off somehow.
Yeah, I was...
Oh my god, this is hard. Hard to focus.
I was a good boy. Not that I fell asleep early. The people in my neighborhood go fucking nuts with the fireworks. It was like a goddamn war zone out there. Well, looks like being a little hungover is good for the chipping game. That's the first golf tip of the 2025 golfing season right there. Ooh. So that's 1, 2,
all right, that's a bogey
3,
to start the year with. That's a
4,
bad
5.
omen.
Nope. he thinks he's gonna get a bogey. He's not getting a bogey because...
And Phil, I lost you on my earbuds. I think I hung up on you or something. I'm just gonna have to call you back.
Yep. Because he hit one into the water, and he said breakfast ball. I'm not inclined to give it to him, though. I don't know. Should we allow him one? All right, we're going to allow him one mulligan for the year. I'll take that back down. We'll give the bogey to him. Should be a 6. We'll do it. We'll let him have one mulligan for the year.
Oh, because of my mulligan. Yeah, it should be a 6.
No, it's fine. We're going to give you 1.
6.
We're going to give you 1.
That's not a mulligan. That was a breakfast ball.
Yeah, well... We don't believe there's nothing in the rules on the McGolfin World Tour for breakfast balls. But we'll give you 1.
I think you're wrong. I think breakfast balls are allowed.
Okay.
I wrote the McGolfin World Tour rules, buddy. I'm gonna talk with Jay. We're gonna get this straightened out.
Oh.
All right, here's your warning. There's a guy in the bunker up there.
Jay Monahan?
Yeah, Jay Monahan.
Oh, that's
He's
why...
a commissioner of...
That's why the McGolfin World Tour is failing, too. I didn't realize he was our boss.
Smoke down the middle. Absolutely smoked.
So are the youngins were up till 1 a.m. too? You guys all partying?
Yeah, they were up pretty late.
Nice. I'm sure that was fun for them.
Yeah, it's fun for everybody except for Mommy.
Yeah.
She doesn't wake up. Everyone else is awake and ready to go. But,
yeah.
She was not ready to wake up this morning.
That's funny. Yep. Them kids don't matter. They're just right back at it. Guys, children are our future. And Keith says he hopes we appreciated the shout out on his channel on that short. He said it was going to end up on the cutting room floor, but thought we'd find it funny. Did you see his short?
No, I saw the comment and I tried to click on it and I just couldn't get to it or something. So I'm gonna try again later.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was good.
I went into our comment section and when you click on stuff, it like doesn't take you there.
Mm. Well, I appreciate it. I thought it was pretty funny, Keith. I won't spoil it for Lex and tell him what it was.
Good, don't. 104 yards. I'm gonna take the gap wedge.
That sounds nice.
It's on the green. Just got a bit of distance to go, though.
All right. Thanks, Keith. Yep. Was that because of the pointless platitude about children are our future? He goes, "You're a good man, Phil." Every day is a new day to make a fresh start.
That's true. Every morning is a good morning for McGolfin.
Yep.
Nice, easy chill stream this morning.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta ease in. 2025 is gonna be a banger of the year. This is either gonna be a fantastic, amazing year, or by the end of it, we're gonna be all living in underground, hermetically sealed bunkers because of the all the diseases in the mysterious fog, amidst a global economic collapse, a global population collapse. It's going to be like 12 monkeys, basically. And there's going to be no more golfing, no more live streaming. So it's either going to be amazing or something like that. Hard to say which one.
I kind of hope for the 12 monkeys scenario. I've watched enough sci-fi movies that I feel like I come out on top in those scenarios.
Well, I mean, it would be okay. I mean, with the rise of golf sim technology, it's not like you would have to completely stop golf, right? You could still in the underground, bunkers.
What else are you gonna do?
Right? You could have sim golf.
You're gonna breed, and you're gonna golf. Just can't hit it hard enough. Oof.
Well, there'd be no breeding because it's going to be like
we need to repopulate.
No, because it'd be limited. Ooh.
I'll take that bogey.
Yep. All right.
I missed that putt.
Yep.
That was like a 2-footer.
Whoops. Wrong one. There you go. Let's give you a little bogey action there.
Yeah, I need the crying baby one for that one.
Yep. It's going to be like George Lucas's first film, THX 1138, and you're going to have to take a pill that suppresses your sex drive so that no one wants to have sex because it's going to be strict population control.
Well, they're already doing that, right?
Are they?
They're doing that with the microplastics in the water.
Hmm.
A lot of walkers out this morning.
you mean just people taking walks, not golfers.
Yeah, not golfers.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta figure the course is completely dead.
All right, hole number 12. There's a flyover. It's a par 4. There's a hole at the end of it. You know the drill.
Yep.
Sunny as shit. And I think I might be just a smidge hungover this morning, actually. You know what it is champagne. Champagne is the fucking worst drink.
Yep.
I'm going to go on record here and say that is just one of the worst alcohols.
Yep. Well, carbonation, and I gotta figure the
And heavy
alcohol
booze.
content is higher than beer, right?
Yeah, it's wine.
Yeah.
All right. Hit this out there.
That'll look good.
Yeah, really good. Staying on the right-hand side where I like it. Nice and away from those houses. I played yesterday and shot an 80. Played with former club champion. And it was interesting to see this guy. He spends 2 hours a day practicing chipping. And he duffed a chip yesterday out of this rough.
Yeah, that's why you practice 2 hours a day. Yeah.
And you know, he was just like fucking Bermuda rough, man.
Yep.
And he was pissed about it too, because he was shooting 2-3 under. So you know, an easily legit scratch player. Some chunked one, duff it out of the rough.
Hey, Keith says, by the way, Chat D the other day was the most fun stream yet. Highly agree. Yep, that was a banger. I think we're kind of getting our sea legs. You know, it helps with having the video quality kind of dialed in, and you know, no more computer issues where my computer crashes and ruins the momentum on the stream, and you know, building up the channel, getting more people in chat to take part. That way we can play off you guys and that whole thing, all right? Because it takes a community to make a live stream go. Ice cold brew, you know what to do.
$125. $125. I think I'll take a pitching wedge. I've got a lot of room in front of the pin, a lot of room behind the pin. Ball's a little wet. Got into the tree.
Oh.
Into the bunker.
Okay.
I should have played it safer, but you know me and trees. I just don't believe they're there.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful morning out here. There's some other golfers. The tee sheet's actually fairly busy today.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I was out yesterday in the afternoon practicing at my course, and I don't usually bother practicing bunker shots because I get obsessed. I get locked in about chipping and pitching, but yeah, I actually kind of discovered something about bunker shots, about where I look on the ground, right? Like the little tip there is you actually, right? Because golf is so much more of a hand-eye coordination thing, right? Than you can even think, right? And it's kind of amazing how much your eyes determine how you're going to swing.
All right, it was a little clicky, little wet here. Kind of rolled off the back of the green.
Okay.
It's not going to make it to the water, though.
So what I discovered was that, you know, I look like an inch behind the ball so that I hit the sand and come underneath it, but I realized that I look directly behind the ball an inch, and so I'm, you know, the club head kind of comes more like almost on the hosel at the ball. And so what I was doing was looking an inch back and then like an inch towards me. Yeah, and it was really helping just slide that club underneath. It was just.
I wonder if that was changing your path a little bit too, and
Yep.
getting you to come from the inside instead of from the outside.
Yeah, no, I might actually kind of play around with that when I do my range session in my practice net today, because I do have a mental thing, right, about like it's hard to conceive of the idea that I think the mind just goes, well, you're hitting it on the end of the stick, right, which would be the hosel basically, right? Because that's just right. Like if you think about like, because what's my experience like baseball, right? You wouldn't swing a baseball bat and offset it by like 2 inches because then you whip the ball. You're actually trying to hit it literally on the end of the stick.
Whoosh.
Yep. 2, 3, 4.
Am I out of frame over here?
No, you're in frame. You're good.
So yesterday, my iron play, a lot of my play was pretty good. My putting, I just couldn't sink a putt. I couldn't get them to the hole. I couldn't hit it hard enough. All right, that one wasn't bad.
Yeah, you hit it hard enough there.
Oh, let's count that shit up. It was 3 back to there, 4, 5, 6.
I think that's a double bogey. Well, hey, fuck it. Get your bad round out now.
Yeah,
And then
I'm
you'll
gonna play
have-
well this afternoon.
Yeah, you'll have great rounds the rest of the year.
Well, I think I got some lung issue too.
Yeah.
I feel like a cold, a COVID coming on.
Oh, it's the diseases they're putting in the mystery fog.
I'll buy it.
You know, I'm almost going to tweet this on my personal account, but it's just like, oh, poor me. Like, all this interesting stuff to keep me, you know, interested in the world. I got mystery drones, and I've got mysterious fog with a weird smell. It's like, you know what? Nothing cool ever happens where I live. I don't get no cool drones. I don't get UFO sightings. I don't get cool mystery fog. I want mystery fog. I love chemical smells too. People are like, oh my god, it smells bad. I was like, cool, man. I love chemical smell. I'm not afraid. And sorry, Torres, I see you there. What's up? Happy New Year to you, Torres. Good to see you. He says he's tempted to play today, but the high 40s isn't enough. Oh, come on, man. Don't be a puss. You could do it.
I'm playing today.
Yeah.
It's a low of like 68, dude.
Yep. And Keith says he'll be out there, still waking and coffeeing. Yep. Word to that.
Keith, are you a member of a club? I know you play that Hobbs hole all the time. Is
Hobbs
it private
hole.
or public?
Let's that's public course. Hobbs hole. They do have memberships. Current rates and deals. Let's see. Ooh, large bucket of balls, $10. How large is that bucket of balls, Keith? That seems like a decent price.
It's always 90 balls.
Ooh, now featuring Strixon range ball, 7% flight reduction, soft feel.
All right, I'm gonna hit a club towards the pin. Okay. It's everything I wanted to do. Kind of faded it a little bit.
Wait, Torres, you're an hour away from where Keith's at Hobbs Hole? That's cool. That's what you mean. Ooh, look at this. 18 holes with the cart from opening till 3 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Only $60. That's not too bad. I'm looking at Keith's golf course right now.
Public golf around me right now is 185.
Yep. Course
and that's why there's so many private courses. Or because there's so many private courses and only, one public course.
Ooh, yeah. I like the look of this place. This is... It's definitely got like a cool, traditional East Coast feel to it.
This kid got the power pony.
Yeah, Key says they raised the all-inclusive rate to $3,000 per year, but that's absolutely everything included. Yeah.
That's damn cheap.
Yeah,
that's
nice. Bad. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you get out there a ton, right? You can get your cost per round down. Oh, really? Oh, okay. See, that's almost worth it. $3,000, unlimited everything, if that includes range balls.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And no bullshit-ass cart fee.
Right. If the costs up there, I could be, a member of 3 clubs, compared to the cost for this club.
Yep. True. But then you wouldn't be forced to tuck in your shirt.
I wouldn't be wearing shorts today, though.
True. Drop. Oop, not enough break. Good putt, though.
Yeah. Not enough speed, so it just fell off.
All right.
Okie dokie.
Hey.
There's a par.
Little par action there.
Really good bandwidth this morning. Nice signal quality.
Oh, and thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, you got to turn the gamma down.
Gamma.
30 frames per second.
Yep, gamma. It is up a little bit. Not too much, but... There we go. All right. Well, let's see. Once you get this tee shot, there's not too much golf news, but we'll go through a little bit today. Keith says, I dress like a clown out there. They don't care. I know the director and even the owner well enough. They're super cool. That's your brand, though, Keith. I love, that's what I'm always looking for on those shorts, is the outfits. I love the outfits. You got those sweet shirts that you wear.
Thank goodness I remembered how to hit driver.
Yes, sir.
If I can keep this up this afternoon, I'm going to shoot well. Conditions are about perfect right now, though. There's no wind. Got that morning dew.
Yeah, my course
70,
is like
degrees.
literally primo right now. Like, just the grass, everything is like perfect right now. All right, let's see. So this is kind of fun. This is your lesson in don't steal, guys. Stealing's bad. So this guy here, Joseph Wasaki IV, who's a PGA teaching professional, he got in a little trouble. He got charged with felony theft by swindle, and he did enter a guilty plea. But the Joseph Wasaki IV at the Wilderness at Fortune Bay, he stole like $28,000 from Wilmar Community Golf Club as the director. He was the director of golf there, and he stole $28,000 from his own golf course. Not good. You gotta be really. I wonder. There's always a motive there, right? It's like drug addiction, gambling, something else, right? Yeah, that's a tough one, dude. To steal from your own golf club. That's like the one place, right? If I needed to steal, I'm not stealing from golf. I just, something feels horrible.
Robin Hood. He's stealing from the rich.
Yeah, I think it's a Native American golf course, though, right? Which kind of adds to the he's not really stealing from the rich. It's like, it's like a course on native land, I think.
We've got just a second here. The guy is changing the pin. So we got a second to chill.
Okay.
All right, pin's going in, I think.
Excuse me. What's a VSGA, Keith? Is that a Virginia something Golf Association?
Virginia, yeah.
Oh, maybe Virginia State Golf Association. Looks like it's some sort of card that you get you cheaper rates all across the state, maybe. All right, let's see. While we're waiting, in other news, is this kind of the future of golf? This isn't really germane to anyone watching per se, because it's in Myrtle Beach, but a father-son duo opened Myrtle Beach's first indoor golf facility. So it's kind of a bigger facility. What did it say in here? It said the said the square footage, but they got like 3 sims and a whole indoor putting area that you can actually chip in, and they're gonna have a PGA golf pro who will be on site. Yeah, just kind of interesting, right? Even someplace where you would think, oh, why would you need indoor golf at Myrtle Beach, Florida? But yeah, I think you're going to see more and more kind of indoor golf sim training, that kind of stuff. I think you're going to see more and more of that.
I've got 216. The pin's all the way back. I think I'm going to hit a 4-iron and really kind of go for the 4-iron and try to let it run back there. I don't think I want to go for a 2-iron. I don't know if a 4-iron can quite get there, though. This got to be a good shot. Laid it out to the right. Short right. It's a layup.
Okay. Well, as long as you're not in trouble.
Yep.
Ooh, I got it right. Virginia State Golf Association. He says, yep, nailed it.
Are you keeping score for me?
Yep.
All right, thanks.
I certainly am. That is my job. If this was like a really bad Star Trek Next Generation episode, and I was the dumb villain, that's what they call me, the scorekeeper. And it would be like some sort of advanced alien simulation on a probe on a planet where you get sucked in your brain, and you just have to endlessly play golf.
All right, the pin's right over this bunker, so I really want this to stop, but it's wet, so it's not going to. This is a tricky shot. So tricky. And I tricked it into the bunker. Nope. Oh, it's on.
Hey, nice job. And the crowd loves it.
Yeah,
Yep.
I just trickled on and got a birdie putt.
Keith says indoor golf is, all caps, definitely the largest growth opportunity. He says he even snapped a URL just in case he felt like leaving his job one day and go back to work for myself. Almost sounds like Keith's toying with the idea of opening his own. That's what he means. His own indoor. I thought about that. I was like, man, if we weren't doing this and we had the capital, you know, I kind of look at a lot of, oh yeah, okay, that's what he means. He says he roughed out a website and priced out the whole business plan. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I've seen a lot of, you know, obviously there's Golf Zone, the Korean company, which presumably will come to dominate, right, if they're moving into the U.S. market, just because they're going to have the capital, they're going to have the resources. But yeah, there's a lot of mom and pop, right, sort of independents out there, and so I'll kind of look at what the services they offer, blah blah blah. You know, my prior experience is retail, and so I kind of look at what they do and I go like, you know, I feel like I could do a lot better than you guys as far as like the entirety of the business, as far as like what does the optimal retail indoor golf sim experience look like. And I go like, yeah, I don't know, you could maybe make a lot of money, you know, either starting up your own chain of them or just, you know, perfecting the model and then selling franchises. Maybe that would be the way to go. It's just perfect the model, sell franchises. Ooh, yep, that looked dead straight.
Yeah. I pulled it. That's a par, though.
I wasn't paying attention. He says it's a par. I'll trust him. It's the new
One
year.
in the fairway, 2 in front of the bunker, 3 up.
Yep.
2 putt.
Yeah, you're right. I'm kidding.
Not a hard game.
Nope.
Yeah, this guy I played with yesterday, every time he was in the fairway, he got a birdie. Like, if he hit his drive good, like, he had 100 yards in, and he was deadly with his wedges. And then he didn't miss 10-footers. He made every 10-footer.
Yep.
He was using a lab putter. It was another one of these people where it's like, oh, guy doesn't miss a damn putt. Oh, he's using a lab.
Yeah, I mean, obviously having a lab helps, but, I mean, that's him kind of putting a bow on, you know, I'm sure if you gave him a standard putter, he'd still be amazing.
All right, hole number 15, par 3. Gonna play 130 something today, and maybe 140 something. Doo-doo. All right, 140. So 8 or 9? That's a tough question. I'm gonna go soft 8.
Okay.
Turn in a little bit for me. I had the distance. It's got a putt. It's on the green.
And Keith says his wife didn't want him to explore the potentiality of opening an indoor golf sim business. He says the compromise was me becoming a member at Hobbs. He says felt like a win either way. Yep. That's a great play.
Yeah.
Keith, like, honey, can I invest $250,000 of our worth into a new retail business? Be like, or I could just, you know, $3,000 if you want. I could become a member of the course. Like, that's a great play there to get that. Yeah, and he says it's such a low overhead business with a subscription model. It's beautiful. Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, golf sims, the equipment's expensive relatively, but if you know anything about the world of retail, right, in the spectrum of things, not too bad, right? I mean, there's one of the beautiful things, right, is very little, I would imagine, right, very little payroll, and there's like kind of no inventory in a sense, right? So that's nice. And the beautiful,
it's
right? The beautiful
it's all
part,
capital,
right? Yeah, it's just the beautiful part too is if you got a liquor license, right? And you actually, right? See, that's the trick, is not having to invest in a kitchen, right? That's where people are gonna fuck themselves with this stuff, is thinking that they need to offer like some sort of food, right? Because like last thing you ever want to do is deal with kitchen staff and all that BS. But right, if you can offer just like basic food for, right, where there's just kind of like no prep basically at all, but then have a liquor license, right? Especially with the markups you can get on restaurant liquor, then you're making some serious dough. Slow
I
down.
wanted to
Paul.
give it a chance.
Yep.
I hate being above the hole here, though. Because this is now a nasty little putt. Very, very missable.
Hey. Whoops. There we go. That's a good par.
What if you did it like a country club model where it's membership, you're a non-for-profit, you're a 501c, so you avoid tax complications. And you priced it so that you can pay yourself and do all that and recapitalize, right? You can, there's no limit on how much you can put into capital, which means growing new locations, right? But you do it as yeah, I don't know, the way my country club's set up, this shit's a charity.
Yeah, that's an interesting idea. Oh, yep, Keith. I'm right there with you, Keith. I literally, yep, Keith says, totally right. Fuck all that. I've owned a restaurant. Yep, you know exactly what we're talking about. He said, this would be nothing other than a practice facility, not geared to the casual golfer. Yep, and that's how you prove the business model, right? That's the problem with Topgolf is that there's no viable business model to cater to the core golf audience because, right, like core, serious golfers just aren't going to be going to Topgolf and paying like premium for shitty balls and then getting like hammered and racking up like a $50-$80 alcohol bill. And so, like, how do you do that where, the golfer probably is going to be kind of price conscious about everything? Nice little
out
like,
to end.
Yeah.
Slice.
Looks like you're trying to take something off of it.
Yeah, I was. And trying to hit it left, but without hooking it. I needed to hit it left, but not let it hook.
Mm-hmm.
So I should have just aimed right and let it draw. But I'm so afraid of like snap hooking it. Yeah. No, I thought about it and doing that around here.
Yeah, you're right, Keith.
But yeah, and there's a ton of serious golfers in my area, but I don't think.
Well, yeah. See, like it's just the trick is how to literally have almost no operating costs, right? Like if there was a way to make it completely automated that you literally didn't even have one single body. Right, I don't know how you do that for security purposes, but right. So, like, I remember, some of my prior jobs, a scenario where you could almost get away with one person in the shop, but there's still two people because it's like security type thing concern. Just not the wisest thing to have one poor person just in there by themselves, depending on what happens. But yeah, I mean that's the thing about the beauty of the indoor golf thing, right, is there's so much cheap real estate out there with all of these struggling like strip malls and stuff, right, that you're going to get good rent probably. And that's obviously, as Keith is saying, the problem with Topgolf is, they're in high traffic areas and they pay shit tons of money for rent.
Oh, what the hell? Short.
What
short
the
to the
hell,
right.
damn guy?
There's just no power on it whatsoever. Little pussy shot.
Yeah.
I think malls, not strip malls, but like traditional malls, are going to be the place. You could, you know, you go like, hey, here's like 2 businesses that went out, 3 businesses that went out, and just the decline of traditional retail. I think shopping malls, you'll start seeing places like bowling alleys and laser tag and golf sims moving in. But the rent there is, again, your rent is fucking high in those places.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Like right next to the mega church will be your golf sim, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing is it takes so much square footage for just one golfer, one bay. So it comes down to getting that price per bay per hour as cheap as possible. If you tell me it's $15 an hour for the bay, I'm sold, right? You know, $15 an hour and you beat golf. But at like $30 an hour, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, but see, that's the problem, right? Let's say you have a little thing and you got 4 bays, so you're making what, $60 per hour?
Yeah, that's just not enough.
That's not enough. Yeah, not at all.
Let me see what I can do here.
That was nice.
Ooh.
Get in there. Yeah, no, I think Keith kind of had it there about subscription model, right? You want to probably think about it like a gym membership, right? Like I don't know if you remember that, Lex, how crazy it was at the way back in the day. Is that a dead bird?
That's a fish.
Oh, it's a dead fish. Yeah, look at that. That's
how big that thing is.
Big one. Look at that.
You were asking me about what fish are in here the other day.
Yeah, yep. It's a big one.
That's what fish.
But right, like we used to be a member of the Bally Total Fitness, and it was crazy. You could watch the kind of salespeople in there constantly selling memberships, and it was funny because we were committed exercisers, so we were there all the time, and you could see the flow of people who they sign up for the membership, and there's kind of like a month where they're motivated, and you kind of see those new people a lot, and then they kind of slowly disappear. You never see them again, but you know they're still paying for the membership. Right, like that place had, like, if the memberships that they had, if those people actually showed up on a regular basis, the gym would have been too busy.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to get a machine.
Yeah. Oh. I knew it. I saw that lip out right as it happened.
That's a 5.
God damn it, this bogey's all over me.
505.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think you could do it that way, Keith? Literally have 0 employee, like not a single company like representative in the building, and you just got cameras? I don't know. I just like, how would you? I don't know. Or like maybe
I think that's how the one that by me does it, actually.
Literally no one's in there.
Yeah, because it's open 24/7. You can go in there at 3 a.m.
Okay. Yeah, like a laundromat, I guess.
And it's kind of a bring your own food, bring your own booze model. So you can bring your own food and alcohol in. You know, and I like that. If I can just order DoorDash or something while I'm there, like that seems much better than ordering nachos from the stand.
Hey, what's up? Where there's a will, there's a way. Nice to see you. He says, if you were doing a membership, it would have to be based off of them showing up twice a week. Yeah. Oh, and Keith says, yeah, 20. Yeah, definitely 24-hour, right? I mean, that would be. I'm a night owl. That would be the big sell point for me. You know, is being able to go there like literally 3 a.m. and pound balls. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like there's. I feel like I don't know. Like, I think this is why Topgolf did what they did. That there's just there's just like it's not viable.
It's not enough revenue.
Yeah, there's just not enough revenue. Yeah.
Once you pay for the air conditioners and the rent and, you know, just all the bullshit, toilets backing up.
Right, and it could be like a false thing, right? So the business model's been kind of proven in South Korea, but they're like, it's like the perfect place to make it work, and it might be the only place that it works because they just don't have a choice because there's no golf courses because it's a tiny country with a huge population. Ooh. Hope that cuts back.
It held on. Yep, held on.
Right, because it's like where it's happening, right? It's like New York City. And it's just, you've got this immense population, you've got just net numbers and density so that you can find enough people who can be willing to pay a premium price because they just like need their golf, and it's like it becomes the cheapest option, but still not that cheap, right? And then so now what's left is sort of expanding into suburban markets, this idea of like plopping them around in these strip malls. And yeah, I just don't know if that would ever work. Really? Where there's a will, where there's a way, says, he says, yep. Or she, sorry, I don't know your gender. Says, just seen the Topgolf by me is up for sale for $28 million. Wow. Now, do you know, is that, I know that I saw some stuff that some of their facilities, they just straight up sold because they were some of the original when they first like expanded out of the UK where they started, and it's because they have a new facility somewhere nearby, or is it literally they're just fully closing? And I'll be right back. I got to use the restroom and get.
Yeah, I got to hit a 5-iron.
Get more coffee. Yeah, you hit your 5.
All right, 182 yards. I'm gonna hit a 5-iron. Try to keep my hands low, and keep it lower than this branch here on the takeoff. Okay, we're on the green. We kept it low. We're not quite on the green. We're chipping, but we're in good shape. It's so quiet without Phil. Man, all right, so I guess it's just up to me to babble on about whatever. I don't think the economics work out on golf bays. I think you got to have like 2-story, 3-story, a lot of bays at a cheap, you know, price. And at that point, you might as well just put in, instead of doing bays, right? You could just heat and do balls in the driving range, right? And I think that's why we see triple decker heated driving ranges and shit like that, because it is cheaper than TrackMan. Each TrackMan setup is, you know, each bay is probably $250,000. So how many of those build outs you're going to do? $250,000. You know, how much, what's your payback on that? Let's say you need $1 million in revenue to get payback from your bay, or even just 250, get your money back in revenue. The ball's here. I'm going to put you here. You can watch my chipping form. So $25 an hour, you need 10,000 hours. If you charge $25 an hour, your payback is going to have to be 10,000 hours. And let's figure if you can run it 16 hours a day, you can run it 16 hours a day, you get 4,000 hours in a year. So your minimum payback at $25 an hour just on the machine itself on the bay is several years. That's the problem. The build out, you got to keep your build out down for like 50,000. Your whole TrackMan setup has got to come in at like 50K.
All right, let's see. I'm back. Is that let's see, 1, 2? Is that your third shot?
Yep.
Okay,
So I
cool.
got this for
third shot. All right, let's see. Yeah, and actually, I just heard the tail end of what you said, and Keith did say that when he looked at it, that he could do it all for about, I think he said 50 to 80K. You know, obviously, I think he's handy like us. He said, you know, he'd do a lot of the work himself. And he said you can find industrial spots that work for rent for about $1,000 to $1,500 per month. And he said even the marketing plan is easy as fuck. Donate 1 month to every tournament you can find as a raffle prize or auction or whatever. Yep, that'd be smart. Oh yeah, no. Where there's a will said. He said, nope, it's the only Top Golf near him. Oh. That's okay. Nothing wrong with the par.
Yeah, we wanted some birdies.
Yep. But he said, like you said, they priced it too high and can't get the traffic like they thought. The problem here is property is 50K plus an acre. Yeah, you know what's interesting? I lived in El Paso, Texas for a few years, and they opened a Topgolf there. And it was interesting because when it first opened, because, you know, El Paso is kind of one of these cities that kind of wanted to become a big city. They wanted the IKEAs, they wanted the Topgolfs, right? They wanted all that sort of stuff. And so it was kind of packed for like the first 3 months. And not necessarily with the golf, it was really just about the young kids liking the sort of bar scene there. And then it just plummeted off a cliff. And I mean, they were not doing well at all, because it's just like not a golfing place too. There's like no golf in El Paso. It was just like really, I can't even, but what they were thinking, why they'd open there.
Hey, Phil, I'm thinking about just swinging around here and playing some more golf, not going to 18 and just
Okay.
playing some more.
Yeah, if you got the time, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy though. 50K per acre.
That's cheap.
Yeah. And Key says, yeah, that's why you can't spend that per bay. I think that was related to what you were saying while I was away.
Yeah,
and Keith
250.
says, yeah, Key says no TrackMan. Too many other accurate options for a fraction of that.
Yeah. But there's a certain cachet about saying you have TrackMan, right? Like the Foresight ones. You can get the Foresight in a box things from Costco for 15K. That's right. Costco sells Sims. Best Buy sells Sims by me. They've got like a whole little kiosk with several different Sims, there to buy.
I'm
at
sure
Best Buy.
I'm sure it's like buying a computer though, right? It serves you to learn how to build one yourself because they're not that complicated, so you get double the power for the same price versus buying a pre-built off the shelf.
No, it's a out of the box. Yes, it's like buying a computer.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
You don't think they upcharge for it all being done?
No, it's Foresight. It's just the Foresight is just packaging them to sell more. Their goal is to sell more.
I see.
All right. I don't know. I lost it. It didn't feel good though. I heard it hit something.
Ooh. Off to the right.
I feel like it was to the right.
Yeah, I missed it too. And what's up, Phil Dolan? Phil says, I live in a fairly small area up north, snow on the ground 6 months out of the year. Places have tried and failed in my area. I think enthusiasm for practicing isn't there if you can't go to the course to find out what you've practiced is worth it. It's an interesting point. He says, and if you're down south, wouldn't you just go to a course instead?
Yep.
Oh, and yeah, I've been to Boise before. He says, I'm in Boise, so 50K is insane knowing it was under 20K before 2020. Right? And so, like, Boise, that makes sense that they opened the Top Golf. It's literally just like El Paso, right? I literally have knowledge of that same concept for the same business reason I was in El Paso. I actually spent, like, 2 weeks in Boise. And same deal, right? It's these bigger corporations, they go in there, right? And it just, the city's just not big enough. There's actually not enough top-line wealth to be able to make these kind of premium experiences worthwhile. I'm like totally not surprised that Topgolf tried to open in Boise and it didn't work out. But to your thing, Phil Dolan, about if you're down south, why not just go to a course? Well, you know, the one thing that I realized, right? So, like, Florida is like this mecca of golf, but it's almost like it's almost like everywhere else. Like, so the summers are so intense with the heat and humidity. It kind of is like a snow season. It's like kind of unbearable to golf. Golf's not fun, right? Like, we go golf because we're doing this channel, so we have to. But, like, if you gave me the option between air condition and a sim golf on, like, any random Tuesday versus going out, like, in the middle of July in Florida, I'd probably take the sim golf.
All right, I lost. I declared that ball lost. I don't know which side of the fairway it was on. Based on when I heard it hit something, it should be about this distance. So I'm taking a local rule. I'm hitting 4. We've already scored this hole, so this is just for fun anyway. But just so we know. $110 yards. Can't see it. Let's hope.
If it curves a little bit, should be on the green.
Yeah, it's on the green. It turned out real good.
Yeah, Keith says his potential clients would be high school, college golfers, serious amateurs, and dads who don't have time to golf in traditional hours, not Max Homa. They can make do with a sky track. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I mean, honestly, for me, the data and the accuracy of the data would be kind of secondary to having an affordable option to really just have something that's more just like an expanded driving range. Because again, back to my thing, Phil Dolan, about like it's a mirage, this idea that Florida is like this amazing climate for golf. That's the other thing too, is like like I got a hitting net in my backyard, and last summer, like, I kind of like burnt myself, and it was just intense because you go out for like 30 minutes to hit some balls, and you come back in and you've got to change your shirt because your shirt is just dripping with sweat, right? And so I was like going through like 4 shirts a day just to like get some basic practice, to try to improve my game. So I just, again, like just having a place that's indoors, relatively cheap, where I'm not dying, and it's not just like, oh, because that's the other thing too. It's like, okay, at least in Florida, right? It's like I can look up in the sky and go, okay, it looks okay rain wise, and then drive the 5 minutes to my course, and it's a torrential downpour, and they've closed it. And so I drive out there, I show up, range open, nope, range is closed. Drive back home. It's just like, fuck.
Yeah, but there's no putting when you're playing a, sim, and that's the problem. There's no, putting element to the game.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, they obviously have the putting, but I just, the way it looks, I've never done a sim, but yeah.
Oh, it's hokey. It's not even worth doing. Like that goes in on a sim every time.
Right. Yeah. There's a British guy that does a lot of live streaming on a sim. Yeah, and he makes every putt. And he's an amazing golfer. He's like a +6 handicap or some shit, but still, it's just like everything goes in, and it's just like, I don't know. Doesn't seem very realistic. I mean, again, I just think if you have enough potential customer base, again, like for me, I wouldn't even care about the putting, period, in this sort of business. Again, it's basically like it's a driving range where I can work on my game, work on my shots with air conditioning. And maybe there's a screen, so there's a little bit of a visual thing, like, oh, I'm playing at Augusta or some bullshit. I'm just gonna, where there's a Will, I'm gonna call you Will. So Will says, my thoughts is have a driving range with like a sky track and have 2 to 3 enclosed bays for fittings and lessons with doors that open to the range on a good day. Wish I could afford the land and building. Yeah.
What about a place? It's like the field of dreams of golf. I'll build it in Iowa in a cornfield where it's $5,000 an acre. And
what are we on here? We're on 13. There you go.
Build you the most amazing sim city.
Mm.
I'm 53. Yeah, so you end up doing like an indoor putting course in there, and I don't know how you do chipping. Like the liability when someone sculls a chip across your facility. Oof.
Yeah, Keith says anywhere with a lot of precipitation is a good market. He says, as for putting, my idea is you have at least 30-foot putting facility and can opt to finish it on that.
Yeah, so you do putting practice. It's a practice facility, you know. It doesn't replace playing golf
Yeah.
at all. Be the day. Nope, not today.
Well, that's what Keith kind of said earlier was,
Yeah, about
and I,
high school players and
yeah,
stuff.
and I think that's it, right? Is you fuck this whole idea that you're like, oh, it's a cool sim and you get to play Pebble Beach. Like, you really hone in on the practice part, that's who you're, and that's maybe the issue, is you got to be very targeted and specific about who the customer is that you're targeting. And it's literally people who don't need any of that extra stuff. It's really just about like everything you can do to elevate the experience of improving your game.
What about this? What if you took like a couple of 100 acres and you covered it with grass, and then you let people play golf on that?
I see what you're saying. And like maybe there's a little shop where they can buy some balls and tees at the beginning.
Yeah, and like a different area where they could like rent golf balls and just like hit them into like an open field.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe put some lakes and some fountains out there.
That sounds like a good idea. That would be pretty.
Oh, and I got an idea. You got an old guy who's like a ex-cop from New England, and you put him in a golf cart, and he just drives around, and he is really mean to people.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
Right?
It's part of the fun, having the old curmudgeon. Call him Bill or Bob or something.
Yep, Bill.
Ranger Bill. Oh my God, this is on such a slope. Not that much. Whoosh. This will be hard now for par.
Yeah, it's okay. Better to overread it than underread it.
Yeah. That was always my problem with books in school, was underreading them. I bet you're kind of an overreader.
Yeah. That's right, Will. You gotta get the get off my lawn old man out there every day. Yep.
He was out yesterday, and the guy I was playing with was joking, and it was like, yeah, we got around, you know, and in 3 minutes and 15 seconds, we need you out here every day. Bill. His name wasn't really Bill. I changed his name to protect him. He asked me, he goes, you aren't filming today? You aren't filming today?
Phil Dolan says he's illiterate on the greens.
Yep, I believe I might be as well. And with books. It's funny. I'm truthfully, I'm not a strong reader. I'm a pretty poor reader. But I made it through engineering school. You don't need to be a good reader to be an engineer. It's crazy. You just need to look at graphs. Understand what graphs mean. Hit golf balls. Oh, can you hear that?
What are you? Goddamn! What are you doing? Holy shit! Well, that's how high quality the microphone is, folks. Jeez Louise.
It's that coffee.
Yep. Happy New Year's, guys.
Happy New Year. No idea.
It looked going out left. Keith says, just hand them their quote-unquote high-tech augmented reality sim glasses, which should just be dollar store readers with the lenses removed, and then push them out on the course. Yeah. That's a good idea. And actually, you know what I should do, since Will is new? I haven't been bothering. We do kind of more of a chill stream. And if anyone else is in chat new, welcome to McGolfin in the morning. This is our chill stream. We normally only play 9 holes. We're kind of just fucking around today. He's already kind of played the 9. This afternoon we'll be live around 2-ish like normal for the real golf, the serious golf, and the full show. But we normally will show you the flyovers, so you can actually see what's going on. So this is this hole number 14. It's par 5, longest one on the course. He's out here somewhere in the middle of the fairway, somewhere around these fairway bunkers. But this is what the hole looks like. Oops.
I knew I hit it decent. It wasn't that bad. All right, redemption time. Same shot we had earlier.
Mm-hmm.
.230. All right, I'm gonna take the 3 hybrid here. Yeah, this can get there.
Ooh, look good. You need to come out more to the right, maybe?
Yeah, more to the left. It's up there in the complex.
Oh, okay.
So I'm in the shitty apartment complex. Not on the green, but just to the left of the green.
Okay.
So it's a good shot.
So I think maybe we've talked out the golf sim franchise business, I think. But here's my final thought. Do you guys remember the internet gaming cafes? This is my final thing about why you probably just would never want to open one of you know, an indoor golf sim retail shop. So if you remember, because I remember I used to go do this with a buddy of mine. We go to the gaming place where they had all the PCs in the little cafe, and you'd spend kind of a crazy price per hour to play like Battlefield. And then those all went out of business, right? Because the tech basically got cheaper and cheaper, as tech does, and then everyone had nice high quality PCs at home and good internet at home. And I think that's probably the ultimate problem, is that obviously golf sims are expensive now, but as the product matures, right? Because what do you think it takes, like at least like $5 grand right now to like build a home golf sim?
Yeah.
right? Eventually, it's going to get to be pretty cheap. And basically, everyone who wants to do that is going to figure out a way to get one in their house, right?
I think people start doing Oculus
Yeah.
and VR actually would entice more people.
Yeah, and that's just that whole industry, right? It's gonna, the bottom will fall out of those things when your audience just has them in their house.
The We Will. Did we ask that guy to subscribe? We will. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for us.
Yep.
We're a
Yep.
small growing channel. We try not to be too thirsty on these morning streams. But hit like and subscribe if you don't mind. It helps bring the content. Let's do it for a birdie. Do it for a birdie. You know, a game we should play one day is I don't get to leave this golf course until I birdie every hole.
Oh.
When this place is wide open, right? I can come out and just play like, I don't know, 54 holes, see what's the best I can score if I keep replaying holes.
Holy crap. So a 48-hour stream. I love it.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, boy, I didn't know that. Keith says your iPhone can already run a sim if it's a 12 or newer because they have radar.
Oh, well, yeah, it does have radar.
Well, there you fucking go, right?
The radar it uses though is IR. It uses structured light for facial recognition. I don't know that that's going to pick up. You'd have to have the IR dots on the golf ball, which that's not that big of an ask. Yeah, it could probably do it to a certain degree. It's not running it fast enough frames per second. It's only running at 120. It would be its max. And I don't think that's enough frames per second to actually get it.
Right, but
to get true good ball flight.
But the point is they're already starting, right? It's just like,
yes,
it's not going to be too many more generations till it's like, oh yeah, your iPhone 15 just has a fucking TrackMan built in, and just like, okay, right, yeah. Now TrackMan's out of business too.
If it's enough, barely enough.
All right, let's see. Let me run this fly over here so we can see the hole.
Okay.
Oop, wrong hole. Here it is. Hole number 15, par 3. It's like a 160 or so. No water, which is always nice. So that's what that hole looks like.
Doobie 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 doobie. What's that guy's username? We will what?
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Where there's a will.
He did
Okay.
capitalized Will, so it may be a play on words. His name may be, in fact, Will.
Will. Yeah. Well, welcome, Will, to America's #1 daily live stream.
Mm-hmm.
So we are America's only daily live stream. Daily golf live stream. For real live golf. A lot of Korean people do sim golf streaming. They get some big audiences.
Yeah. Is it enough break? Looks good. Oh, not enough break.
Man, that skirted right past it.
Yep. Hey, it's a nice par.
Yeah, another par. How about that? I can't leave the golf course until I par every hole.
That might be fun. Yeah. Yeah. We'll
And
put
so
it.
it's like yeah, I got to shoot an even par round for the day.
Yeah. We'll put that in the old brainstorm document. What are we at? We're at hole 16 now. This is what hole 16 looks like. It's got a tee box, it's got a fairway, it's got some danger with some water. So you drive it out there, and then you hit another ball into this flat, well-mowed thing called a green, and then you put it in the hole. Whoops. That's golf, guys.
Golf, it's a game of different grass.
Mhm.
There are 3 types of grass. And there's also sand and water. There any other sports that have different lengths of grass as like the playing surface? I don't think so.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is tennis. You got clay and grass.
Yeah. Baseball, you got dirt and grass.
No? Yeah. That look good.
Yeah, it's safe, kind of. It might be in some trouble. And kind of those trees, it's on the trees to the right.
Yep.
It's so hard to aim as far left as I have to aim. The water is scary.
Yeah, they really want to fuck you on this hole because it's like you can't really lay up because of what the green is. You just don't want to you just can't give yourself like a 170 shot. So you really kind of have to get it out there. But I mean, yeah, it's just such
It's
a small
risky.
such a small landing area out there. And they put those trees in that like perfect spot to also mess you up if you go out right a bit. Hey, what's up, monkey? That's okay. We didn't expect to see any of you guys today. I mean, it's literally first thing in the morning, New Year's. Lex is admittedly hungover. He and the fam went out and enjoyed their New Year's. Was up till 1 a.m., which is 1 a.m. is like when Lex usually wakes up. Yeah, this is someone said they looked it up online. This is the hardest rated hole on the course. But no worries, Monkey. You didn't miss much. We're just kind of screwing around. He's actually coming back through. We're on hole 16. So we got to 17, and then we came back to 12, and we're just kind of replaying them again. We've been talking about the viability of indoor golf sim retail shops. It's the big topic of the day.
And I think your point about them being like gaming cafes is pretty darn valid.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm sure some people made money in some of those gaming cafes for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got to try to hit a 9-iron. Some branches here. I got to keep this lower than shit the whole way. I'm going to just try to pick it clean. Into the bunker.
It's okay. It's not in the water.
Nope.
You know, here's the other thing too. Right as the golf sim equipment, like, how do I want to explain this? There's going to be a used market, will there not? So, right, people are going to upgrade their stuff. This new stuff comes out, and then you're going to have a thing where even more people can potentially put golf sims in their house, because they can go and say, well, you know, I'm not getting the top of the line newest thing, but I'm getting something from 5 years ago that some dude's selling on, like, you know, Facebook Marketplace for like a third of the price of what it would have costed new, right?
Yeah.
See, this is hilarious. We're all the monkey just he goes, cool. He goes, I inquired about a travel trailer sim. Let's just say I would need Lex money to get started.
So I've thought about the travel trailer one. You bring it to these, you know, country club events or other outside events. It's like a food truck. Anytime there's food trucks, you bring the entertainment. All right, this is super hard. Got this.
Oh boy, that worked out. That worked out.
You still there, Phil?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's quiet. Why'd you do that?
We'll give him that. You suck.
Yeah, you suck. You suck. You suck.
Well, he listened to you, Keith. He didn't leave it short.
And that one I opened it up. That one was me. That's a 3-putt. Ouch.
It's still just a single bogey though, right?
No,
Is that a double?
because I was 2 into the trap, 3 out of the trap.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a double.
All right. I'm gonna do it to you. Actually, you know what's crazy? Monkeys asked, is Topgolf a thing down in South Florida? They literally just got approval and they announced plans to fucking open a new Topgolf just north of me. I couldn't even believe it. They're still opening more of them. All right, let's see.
All right, hole number 17.
17. Par 5, 490. Little tiny fairway. Got a little alligator trap in front of the green. Don't want to go long on your second shot too, because you got a road. That's OB. Oops. Oops. Oop. Sorry guys, I'm failing. Not turning off my stuff.
All right, you ready for me to hit? I'm gonna hit.
Yeah, you hit. Cut back, cut back.
It'll be fine.
Cool. Yeah, Monkey says they're everywhere where he's at too. Yeah, he says I could play at a nice course for the cost of going there for an hour. Not a fan. Okay, I can't believe I still have more to say about this golf sim shit. Here's the other part too about why this doesn't work. I'm not interested really. Right? Let's say there's a indoor golf sim shop down the street from me in a strip mall. Right? So two options. One is I show up and it's almost like real golf where I'm a single and I get paired with other guys. Okay? Or you're going there with, because this is what I hate about Topgolf the most. It's sitting there like bowling where you sit there and have to wait like 30 effing minutes for your turn. And it drives me nuts too, because you go there with casuals who aren't thinking about, like, guys, quick. Don't sit there and waste the time in between each person, and don't waste time between your shots, right? You got like 5 balls. You got to go. We're on a clock here. Like, I want to hit as much as possible, right? And so that's what drives me nuts is you go there with like your friends who don't golf, and they when it's their turn, they fuck around and they take forever. Like, right? They like hit their ball and they hit it shitty, and then they sit there and watch it. And it's like, no, dude, tee up the next one. Go. Like, and that's like the problem is I would only be interested in the golf sim shop thing if it's just me by myself, right? I don't want to share the thing with a person for a per hour price. Or even if it wasn't per hour, I just don't want to sit around and wait for some jerk off taking his time.
That's so funny. Because you are so rushed at the driving range, and you hit ball, and then you get out here on the golf course and you're the slowest motherfucker.
What? Oh, me personally?
Yeah, personally, yeah. It's just an interesting juxtaposition.
Well, it's that's the
head case. That's the head case.
It's the nature of being an amp golfer. I'm changing though. You'll see. I'm actually
You're still ahead.
I'm working on the opposite. I take more time per shots at my home hitting net, and you'll see next time we play. I have a new strat when it comes to on the golf course, and it's going to be of see the ball, walk up, and just whack it. And I don't care about results anymore.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, and Phil's asking 3-shot hole every time, or about this particular par 5. 3-shot hole every time, or what? Sorry, I'm new, folks.
No,
looks like a layup every time.
We're going for this.
Yeah.
It's 2:30, so we got a minute to wait. You can run a commercial even for these new guys.
Now I'll explain the hole. So the interesting hole, Phil, basically, someone described this fairway as a hallway. It's a good descriptor. It's extremely tight, but it's not that long. So if he's in the fairway, he can go for it. Because just the problem is you got that river in front of the green you got to carry. So if you're not well placed, you can't go for it. But if you are in the fairway and you hit it long enough, you can go for it. It really just all depends on whether he has a good tee shot.
And my tee shot was good enough. I'm at 230. So I feel like I can take the 3 hybrid and hit a 3 hybrid up there. I feel like I can make it with that club. 2 iron, but it's not going to have the loft I want. But 2 iron's another option. 3 wood. 3 wood's too much. I don't know. Maybe I hit 3 wood. It's a little into the wind. Group in front of us has a friend of the channel, Murray.
Hey, Murray.
So we're not going to hit into him.
Oh, it looks like you got a different hat today. What's the hat?
Yeah, I'm wearing my Rat Battler 2 today.
Okay, what's the story with that?
This is from Meow Wolf. Went to Colorado and went to Meow Wolf art installation. And this is from that.
Yeah, I'm coming with Phil. He says 3 hybrid. You hit it well on that last par 5, birdie the hole. Can you get there with the 3 hybrid? I
think so. That's what I think I'm gonna hit.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say hybrid just because you get the loft and it lands softly.
Mm-hmm. And 2 iron I can really fuck up, or if I hit it true, it can go too far.
Yeah, and we've seen that on the channel that you've hit it too far and it goes past the hole and then onto that road, which is OB.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. While we're waiting, because we're supposed to do golf news on the morning show. Sad day for people that like to watch the PGA Tour, and maybe sad that some of the top players no longer are on the tour. But Victor Hovland, who I'm a fan, I like Victor. He obviously wasn't around too much last year because he's doing like swing change stuff or whatever he's doing. But then he slammed his toe on his bed and broke his toe. He's gonna try to play at the Century, I think is what he said. He said he's gonna try to tape it up and take some painkillers, I think. Yeah, he said, I got up in the middle of the night and was going to turn down the lights and get ready for bed, and I stubbed it on the bed frame. He walked with a noticeable limp while chipping and putting on Monday at the plantation course there in Hawaii, but said it was already feeling better. He was taping it up and taking painkillers. So hopefully he doesn't get a painkiller addiction.
Okay. All right, 2:30.
Ooh.
Oh, that's good looking.
Yep, that looked good.
All right, that is on the green, rolling back there.
Nice. All right. Eagle watch. Got eagle watch, guys.
Eagle, yep, eagle watch. Three hybrid was the club. So Will, we play a game here called Chat Caddies on Tuesdays, where you guys get to pick the clubs for me and decide whether I lay this shit up or go for it. These are the chill morning rounds, so I always go for it in the morning.
The one I gotta say I'm excited for is to see what happens with Jordan Spieth. It's interesting how someone like I'm not a Jordan Spieth fan per se, but it's kind of interesting how finding out about someone's adversity makes them sympathetic character. And obviously Jordan Spieth broke out onto the scene and was like, oh, he's gonna be the next Tiger, and then his kind of career didn't stall, but he didn't live up to the hype, if you will. And then I didn't know, right, that he injured his wrist, I think his left wrist, like really bad, and he's been fighting like a crazy ass wrist injury. But so he got surgery over the off season and says that he's feeling great. So I mean, that would be exciting, and that would be good for the tour, right? If Jordan Spieth came back into form. Like I feel a little bit bad about like the tour stuff and the discourse about Scotty Scheffler being boring. Because, I mean, yeah, he's boring, right? But actually, I mean, besides the fact that, like, Tiger would, like, hit errant tee shots and then pull off, like, crazy hero shots, like, Tiger wasn't really exciting. Tiger's not a charismatic person, like a personality, right? Like, that was one of these things, like, post-round interviews, right? He's as much of a dead fish as Scotty is, right? I think the difference is, and I'll let you hit your putt here.
You left it short. No, not bad.
Yeah.
All right, that's an easy birdie.
Yep. So the thing was that what really made it exciting in the Tiger era was that there were a number of players who justifiably could, on any given Sunday, challenge him, right? So Mickelson, Vijay Singh, Ernie Els, people like that, right? And so the problem with Scotty is right now it's sort of this foregone conclusion, right? That, like, if he's like 2 strokes ahead going into the final day, there's no reason to watch. You know he's going to win type thing. And then the other thing that made it exciting is that you had sort of like underdog stories, right? Like Rocco Mediate on one of them. I don't remember the details on these guys enough. But like Rocco Mediate was like a one, or there was like a Masters, right? Where it was like Chris DeMarco had a chance to beat Tiger. Like, that's what made it interesting. And so I think the problem is there's just, you can't build the narratives for the tournaments when there's kind of like no counterpart to Scotty Scheffler, right? So like if Jordan Spieth came back and was awesome again and was like, you could have that narrative to say like, okay, you know, he's in the hunt, he's back, like he has a chance to beat Scotty, right? That's kind of what they're missing, in my opinion.
Jack isn't Jack without Arnie, and the live guy, Greg Norman had no one to challenge, right? There's no one against Greg Norman, so he's not looked at as like a great player because there was no, you know, who the hell was playing against that guy?
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe Freddie Couples a little bit, but yeah.
Fred Funk, right?
Fred Funk, yeah. Hey, he's a short guy hero, all right? Don't be dogging on my short guy heroes.
Aaron Badley the third, Charles Howell the fourth.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm just waiting a second here, letting the 9-holers tee off, letting them get a little further up. I don't want them to feel too pressured by me. Mm-hmm. Driving up on them while they're still on the tee. These guys take some time, but they're 9-holers, and they pay their money and they only play 9 holes. So to me, that's like the best customer you could ever ask for. And I don't want to be the other customer that pisses them off, you know? These guys they play this back 9 for the same reason I do, because it's wide open and there's no pressure. And so I just don't want to pressure them. So we're just going to chill for another minute, 30 seconds maybe. We'll chill for 30 seconds more.
You know, actually, while we're waiting to something I keep forgetting to mention on the camera.
Yeah.
Scorecard is at the top.
I know.
So it's actually been kind of fun,
because like
I like it when you talk at length and then just your fucking face is covered, but maybe we should be mindful of that. So because like right now no one can even see you.
Yeah, so it's funny. I try to be mindful of that, but I can't.
You can't angle it up higher?
No, I can. It's just I don't think about it, and then it seems really like, I don't know, I guess that seems fine.
Yeah, that's
that
good.
Angle is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then the scorecard's up here, right?
Yeah. Like, I find it funny, but then I was like, well, you know, someone new coming into the channel, they're just like, these guys don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, these guys don't know what they're doing. They're making it up as they go.
That's true.
America's only golf stream. America's only live golf stream. This is live, which is why I gotta wait. All right, we're gonna go.
Hey, what's up, Ozzy? Ozzy's in chat. He says, hey, guys. Happy New Year to you, Ozzy. I don't know if, do Australians celebrate New Year's? Hey, good morning, Biz. Happy freaking New Year. Yeah, that's a weird scorecard. We went all the way to 17, and then because we're just, course is empty and we have time, so we circled back to 12, so we're kind of replaying the holes. Yep, Happy New Year's to you guys. Oh, I put up a poll. What was the poll? Is do you have a New Year's golf resolution? 36% said yes, 45% said no, and 18% said quit asking me personal questions. That's none of your damn business. Ozzy says we party like you can't believe. I literally heard someone, I don't know, I forget now, short-term memory problems, early onset. But I literally heard someone yesterday say, like, Happy New Year to those of us in the U.S. as if it's like, right? So, like, you could do that with, right? So you do that with, like, Thanksgiving, right? So, like, if you're doing, like, a live stream or something that you have a pretense that it goes out to potentially a global audience, you'll say, like, hey, you know, happy Thanksgiving for, you know, those of us in the U.S. that celebrate blah, blah, blah. But this person said, Happy New Year's, you know, for all the folks in the U.S. who celebrate. And I was like, do you not understand that we're, like, the whole globe's up basically on the same calendar? Like, everyone celebrates New Year's. Like, why are you saying it like that? All right, let me get my shit together. Let me run this flyover for anyone new in chat who's never seen the golf course. Hole number 18, par 4, 383. He's got an iron in hand because you don't want to hit driver. You'll go into that water. Keith says, I'll kindly remind you to mind your own business. Yeah, serious. It's a good question, though, guys. Do you guys... What's your golf goals for the year? If we got a sec while you're waiting, I talked about it on the last stream. And just so you guys, if you don't know kind of personal history or whatever, you know, Lex and I have been playing golf off and on for, you know, 20 plus years since we were like, you know, teenagers or whatever. And so... played a pretty fair amount in my 20s, and then like just became, you know, life gets in the way, career or whatever, and so I really didn't play much golf at all for about almost like 2 decades, 15 years, and so now, no, I'm back in a big way. But I played enough golf in the old days that I developed all kinds of bad swing habits. So, you know, my ultimate goal is to fix my swing. I've got the classic amateur over-the-top slice, no power kind of problem. So, you know, that's the overriding goal permanently. But kind of specific for me for this year is to kind of deal with my head problems, the psychology. So it's a little bit of just, literally, I don't get the opportunity to play much golf at all. So when I get on the course, the rare times I do, I get nervous.
Perfect.
All right, he says perfect.
Right in front of the sand trap.
Nice. So that's my resolution, is to figure out how can I go out to the course, because nothing's going to change. I don't have the income to just start or the time to just start playing lots of golf to just kind of get comfortable on the course. So I need to figure out mental strategies that when I do get the opportunity to go out on the golf course and play, to have that mentality of, there's nothing new here. It's no big deal. I play 3 times a week. This round doesn't matter that much. I'm going to be playing again in 2 days, so I can blow it today. It's not a big deal, right? Because that's kind of the problem, is like I get out there and it's just like, oh my god, here's my one opportunity to play well. And then, you know, every shot just kind of is like, the stakes are too high for me, right? So that's mine.
You have testing anxiety.
Kind of, yeah, yeah.
Because you know you haven't practiced enough, right? And this is the same thing people have when they take a math test and they're nervous and they do poorly, is they know they just haven't practiced enough for the test. And then the anxiety comes in and all of that jazz. I got 154.
Cool.
I'm gonna go easy 7.
Is there anyone out there? Oh, green's clear?
Yeah, just about. Yeah, the guys they're over on the right side, so they're gonna drive away here in a moment.
All right.
It might take them a few moments to drive away, so I may not wait.
Okay.
The polite thing is to wait. There we go. Drive on, boys. All right, 7-iron, center of the green. Nice, easy swings.
That looked
Ooh,
nice.
I left it easy out to the right.
Hmm.
Ooh, it's 1 foot over the bunker.
Oh,
No,
well, that's okay.
it
That's
was a nice
kind of pin high.
Yeah, it's pin high, but it's going to be a chip. And I'd almost rather a chip from that distance than a putt. Not almost. I would rather a chip from that distance than a putt.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to start like chipping when I've got these really long putts. It's just chipping on the putting green. I don't know if that's against the rules. It's against etiquette.
No, don't start doing that. All right, let's see. That's kind of nice. Biz says he actually got his resolution from me and you. No joke. He said, never heard it before, but when they talked about it, it hit me. Has helped me big time ever since. And he says he decided to take the concept into the new year as his only resolution, and that is 1% better. Yeah, well, it's not us. We stole it from Anthony Kim. That's his thing on Twitter is 1% every day.
I don't know. I got it from Trader Joe's, actually, when I worked at Trader Joe's.
Oh, okay.
It's a Japanese principle called Kaizen.
Mm. Oh, right.
And it's one of the Japanese isms. And their Kaizen is just 1% every day.
Okay, yeah. And Phil Dolan says 15 is a good golfer. I'll say that I need to be better from 40 to 100 yards. Way too many long birdie putts after good drives. Okay.
I need to not 3-putt. Mine is no more 3-putting. Damn it. Damn it.
and continue to practice chipping. And it's that's perfect that you said 3-putting, because the next chat is and that's awesome, Will. Will says he's been playing for only 3 years now and practice putting to stop 3-putting. Other than that, been happy with my 16 handicap. Yep, 3 putts as a golf resolution. That's definitely a good one. And Phil agrees. He says good call. Same here with the 3 putts.
All right, I'm going to try to make a 2-putt here. On the practice putting green, I just step up and just sink them.
Ooh, 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 that looks good. Oh, jeez. That looked good.
Yeah. All right. The comebacker for bogey.
Okay.
That's a bogey.
Nice little bogey to end the round. We'll go ahead and update the scorecard. That's great to hear, Biz. That's great to hear. He says, as far as golf, he says he's going to pick up the clubs again and let my inner Lex come out. LOL. This is the year. Go for it, Biz.
Sweet.
Yep. You need to Biz, I think you're like me, right? We're deep thinkers, right, and that's maybe the problem is we start to kind of, as Biz says, he went down that rabbit hole of golf instruction. And
Yeah.
we need our inner Lex, where it's just like, look, it's athletic. We're like athletic guys. Just like let your body do the work. You don't need to think about this stuff so much. And Keith says he's like a 17.9 handicap right now. Lots of room for improvement. And Will says he 3-putts about 10 plus a round. Yep, and that's, here's the thing, right? And I know it's tough, right? Because we all want to bang driver when we go practice, right? And so there's that. It's sort of like when you start a workout regimen, like that first 2 weeks sucks, right? And then all of a sudden, right, your body craves it, right? And you get in that discipline, you actually enjoy exercising. I feel like short game, especially with putting, is sort of like that. So like I look forward to my putting practice. And it's just, you build the confidence too. So like one of these little feathers in my cap, right, that helps me motivate to go is I go out and I do my short game practice and I go to the putting green and, I'm focusing on my practice, but I'm looking at the other guys on the practice green and I go, fuck, man, I'm like a way better putter than all of these dudes, right? And so that helps motivate me, right, to do it more. But, yeah, I mean, that really, I feel like, changes the enjoyment of the game where you flip the script on the putting. And instead of, like, constantly being, like, stressed about some hard putt, right, you just start thinking about it in a new way. And you go, this isn't like a stress, like, oh, fuck, like, I'm not going to make this. You start looking at every putt going, you know what? Oh, I fucking see it. I'm going to dunk this son of a bitch. Yeah.
And that's how I feel on the practice putting green. It's just translating it to the course is difficult. The way you have that problem with full swing, I have that problem with putter.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, Phil, anything else? You want to close it out?
Yeah, let's see. Final chats here. Biz says that 1% has helped me mentally beyond what I can express. Seriously, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, well, it's kind of cool. I think that's kind of awesome. I'm just excited.
Yeah.
Just like get out there and play more golf. Yeah, it's just exciting. Like I get more excited for other people's golf than I do for my own. And Phil Dolan says, yep, missing high and long is always the best miss on a putt. Yep. Biz says, yep, he's over that crap. Yep. Maybe one day I can make a guest appearance on the show. Yep. Well, as we talk about long term, what we like to do is, sort of like what the DOD King does, where he goes out and travels the country and I still get it. And he goes and plays his haters, right? I mean, that's something we'd like to ultimately do is go out and play with the subscribers on their courses and that sort of stuff. We think that'd be kind of fun.
I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Thank you, Biz. Yes.
No, and it would be good to see. I can't wait till we can play some other courses here to see me play at other courses.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll be good too. So I'm excited for that in the new year, is to play other places and to see how that goes, especially the new course. And we're going to play the new course here in like another week. We're going to be out there. So that's super exciting too.
Yeah, it's no joke. I mean, your course is like easy but hard. It's short. And I've said it plenty of times, like with the putting stuff, really like, oh, this guy's not the best putter, but I can tell you from personal experience, those greens, right? And you can see it on camera, right? Because the camera looks like they're relatively straight. And then they see you hit that putt. And then it's like, oh, there was like 3 feet of fucking break on like a 10-foot putt.
Yeah.
And you're just not getting that. Like the greens at my local golf course, right, are a joke compared to that, right, as far as the slope. Yeah. So playing other courses, right, will be interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, people get that perspective of going like, oh, okay.
Well, and come in the summer, I get reciprocals, and so we'll do the reciprocals a lot this summer, where we'll go to other private clubs and really fancy clubs, and we'll go to the fancy club tour this summer. So I think we're gonna have enough subscribers and enough momentum that it's gonna be worth it to go pay the guest fees at all the other courses. So we're gonna be playing a lot of cool places this summer.
Well, that's cool. Hopefully, yeah, we can pull that. I mean, I don't know. That seems like it's going to be harder to be able to live stream out on like a actual high-end private club.
No, I think it'll be okay. Maybe it's getting the Starlink mounted. Mounting a Starlink on a golf course is a little weird.
Yeah,
but I'll figure that out.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, maybe Biz, you're right. Maybe I need to change my golf resolution and go buy a math textbook. Maybe that needs to be my resolution. I got the scorecard wrong again, I think. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, in my defense, we didn't really play like a true. We went back, so the scorecard's a whole mess. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep. 180 subs. Thanks for the new subs, guys. All right. Well.
Sweet.
Sorry.
Yeah, let's close it out.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, we'll be back in the afternoon for the normal show in the 18 to 2-something-ish, 2:15, something like that.
Yep.
All right. We'll see you then.
Okay. See you guys. Bye.
All right. Thanks again for coming along with us, guys. We'll see you in the afternoon if you're around. But, if the weather's good, like I always say, I'm more excited for your golf than for our golf. So if the weather's good, guys, don't stay at home and watch us on the live stream. Go out and get some practice in, will you? Quit watching us play our golf. Go play some of your own golf. That's all I got, guys. Bye.